You've tuned into Lummi Nation News. I'm Henry Hilaire. We have a very special show for you today. In lieu of the Early Learning Center's year-end celebration, we will be talking with students and teachers at the Early Learning Center. Also, we shoot the breeze with some of our elders. We talk with Auntie Lutie and Uncle Smitty. And we will also bring you some events that are going on in the Lummi Nation.
I am Douglas Bob. I am here with Auntie Lutie and wanted to know if you had any remarks or advice for any of the graduates, young or old, Head Start, college, high school.
I think I've seen all the graduates when they were just young people, probably in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And before they're a twinkle in their dad's eye, really. Yeah. Well, I'm really proud of the kids. There's more and more kids graduating from school and attending school and looking for, I can't get over the technology the kids have now. Even I have a great-grandson that is still in diapers yet, and he knows how to run the movies and things.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing, and I think it's good, but I think the families have to remember to, along with the education they're getting, is to teach them at home too for who they are.
Yeah.
Because that's really important. That's what makes your backbone, to make you strong and you know who you are.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that young people are getting interested in the language. More and more kids, and we have some good teachers with the language, so that's good. I've been wanting that for a long time. We went to Hawaii. My uncle and I went, and they have 3 schools over there where they start from kindergarten all the way up to college.
Yeah.
All language, nothing, no English spoken, and all their computers are in the language. Cool. Math and science and everything, and it'd be wonderful to have something like that here.
Would be great.
Mm-hmm. And I think thinking about the kids that are, I shouldn't say kids, they're not really kids anymore. We should give them permission to become young adults that are graduating and to find something that they really like to do and go for it. And try other things, don't just get stuck in one place. Because you really don't know what you really like until you try it.
Yeah.
There's things out there that look good, but you need to really experience everything and try everything, because when I was growing up, all the jobs changed. When I first started out, I took business, and then I was a nurse, and then I went back into helping kids and families, and I've been doing that for the tribe for 40 years. And no matter what job I have, that's where I like to be with the people. And I think that all the kids out, all the young people that are graduating, I think is, I've seen them grow in every way in their families and becoming really good young adults. Through the games. I've watched most of their games. And sometimes we don't have enough time to see all the games.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy watching the games and seeing them grow, because that helps you with the responsibility to work together and to take care of each other and take care of self.
Yeah.
It's really important to take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
We can say we can help you, but we don't. What we do is give you tools to help yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't care what age you are, this is the way it is. Because nobody else can help you. We can help in giving you tools, and that's it. I'm not even giving you a chance to talk.
That's fine. If there's, like you said, any of your experiences with Squeezy, prepping it, feeding it to people, I guess.
I like to eat it.
Yeah. I've never tried it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, there's different ways you can, well, you can eat it raw right out of the water.
oh yeah.
And I like it that way. And you could, and what you're eating is eggs.
Oh yeah.
And you could take it and do an egg wash and fry it lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good that way. But, and they have two kinds. There's one small green one and a big purple one. And I don't see hardly any of that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the waters are getting too polluted, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe going deeper. I miss eating our traditional food, and I think that's what our bodies miss the most,
Yeah.
because we're not used to wheat, and this is why a lot of our people are getting diabetes, because of wheat.
Yeah.
Is foreign to our body. And our ancestors had made flour out of different kinds of roots.
Oh yeah.
So we had our own flour. We had a lot of own vegetables and wild game and fish.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I traveled to different kinds of workshops. And Granicle is a diabetic,
Yeah.
so we've always gone to those. And we met a doctor that was from South America, and he said the best foods that a person can eat is local foods and foods that our ancestors ate.
Yeah.
And it really helped your granduncle to eat a lot of that and exercise and not eat too much sugar and flour. Wheat is what's bad for a diabetic. But I bring him out once a month to have ice cream or something, treat him.
Yeah. Which is good.
Because I just love it, and I don't have much of that at home.
Yeah.
I'm a popaholic.
Oh.
That's where I get my sugar. My mom used to say that about herself. I'm a popaholic. I can remember when there was, well, I was telling you before we started doing the interview, there was only 3 cars here in one truck.
Oh yeah.
When I was a girl. Dirt roads. Then I saw the gravel roads come in. Then the blacktop. And now we have a roundabout, for crying out
Oh
loud.
yeah. I heard they're making another one too. Over by Smokehouse and Haxton.
We need one at Katy Road. The way that road is, you have to pull way out on the road, and then when you're pulling in Katy Road, it's hard to.
Yeah, on this
pull
end.
out. Mhm.
Yeah. Especially with that corner, that
Mhm.
curve.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm always afraid I'll run off the road or hit a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technology is good, but the thing that I miss the most, I think, is we have a lot of natives working here
Mhm.
and helping planning and different people. I never thought I'd see the day when our lands got zoned. You can't go and get clams on your own. You have to get permission.
Yeah.
Cut wood.
Yeah.
You have to get permission. Even build part of your home or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
They're asking you to get a permit.
Yeah.
And, well, I don't think there's anybody that's here that would destroy anything that we have, because
Yeah.
it's all we have. So I can't see why we have to have so many things like that, where we have to follow rules like the outside.
Yeah.
And even the people that we have working here, we have a lot of departments, good departments, but sometimes we have the wrong people working in them to help our people.
Mhm.
And that was some of the things that we dealt with for a long time. And it's hard to have people coming in from the outside trying to take care of us when we can take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's so foreign for somebody to come in and try to change us that much. Yeah, and it makes a person feel not worthy because there's so many rules that don't even apply. Even our rules, our laws. We have our own traditional laws that are very strong. And we have to go by the Hunitum laws, and it's so different. Those laws weren't made for us, it was made for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you're not even talking.
It's like we was doing fine before all these laws came. Like we was working, our people, our way of life was working for us.
Yeah, it was. That's the way I grew up, and that's the way I'm teaching my family.
Yeah.
I'm teaching them how they're, we all don't come from just one tribe anymore. We come from several.
Yeah.
And our families are spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
When they ask us, well, where is your traditional, where you do your spiritual things? I said, from here to the mountains,
Yeah.
Oregon, the other side of the border over here.
Yep. My son, his grandparents are from Montana, so he's got a Indian name from over there.
Oh, yeah.
They do the sun dance and everything. We went over and witnessed it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real touching.
I had a throat infection a while back, and I was invited to a sweat dance, and they took care of it for me.
Yeah.
So it's we have sacred things here in Lummi too. Mine is from my dad, and people are out trying to ask us what we do and how we do that, but it's just for our families. We can't let other people know.
Yeah.
And my mother is from Colville, so I know the traditions up there. And they're very similar. Everywhere I've traveled, it's all basic. We just dance different, talk different, and wear our clothes different.
Yeah.
And now we're wearing Hunitum clothes.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times that we don't have we can't go out and hunt anytime we want to make clothes or even cut a tree out there to make something. Because here in Lummi, the cedar tree is very important, They've made canoes and clothes, all kinds of clothes.
Yeah.
And that's where our cooking utensils came from, is a cedar tree, most of it. Even our nets, we made rope for nets. And there's a lot of things that I would like to see my nephews are working on things to go fishing traditionally.
The reef netting? Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, pretty soon. I think, I forgot what date. It's pretty soon though.
Yeah.
About a week, and they'll be out there fishing.
Yeah.
So that's good. I saw a lot of the old, our traditional way of making traps and fishing, because my dad did that and my grandfather. So I was real tickled to see that happen, because the young people need to know. Even the fishing, the salmon ceremony, we used to do that personally in different families. The first catch, we'd invite people to come and eat with us, the older people.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have to open it up so other people could learn.
Yeah.
Young people, because there's a lot of things that aren't done now for young people when you're growing up.
Yeah.
Your ceremony to welcome you into the world after you're born, and the ceremony for growing up. Is it important?
No.
Well,
I don't remember this.
I will just tease people with that.
Yeah. I hope it's not. My girlfriend's pretty much due any day now, so.
Oh, so that is important.
I don't think it was her though.
Yeah, that's quite an experience.
Yeah.
I had an adult male ask the doctor, how does it, and they're both males,
Mm.
how does it feel, what happens when the baby is born? Does it hurt much? And the doctor looked at him and he said, try pulling your lip over your head. I thought that was funny. I heard that in nursing school. That was funny. I had to laugh about that. And all these crazy stuff. He said I didn't have no real answer for him. He said that's the only thing I could think of because I had no knowledge of how much it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a wonderful thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the young people that are graduating
Yeah.
and all the kids that are going to school. I have great grandkids that are, one is in, or two is in Head Start, one just started in kindergarten.
Mm.
And they already got homework.
Yeah.
I was really surprised, and that's good. And then you need to continue teaching them at home too so they don't forget who they are.
Oh yeah.
That's really important. Yeah. So I'm glad you're here.
Well,
It's
thank
been
you.
a while. You
Yeah.
grew up.
Yeah.
When I saw you, I didn't recognize you. I knew your features, and I didn't know what family.
Yeah. Yeah. Doug. Doug's my dad.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've known you both when you were just little tykes.
Mm.
And your mom, when
Yeah.
she was a girl. Yeah, I'm 82 now, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of different things. Some good things and some bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that I hate most here is when the drugs came here.
Mm-hmm.
It really spoiled a lot of our young people and lost a lot of our young people.
Mm-hmm. Still happening.
Mhm. We didn't have to lock our cars or houses
Mm-hmm.
when I was a girl. Anybody can come in and cook if they're hungry if we weren't home.
Yeah.
And now we have to lock everything up.
Yep.
We had a lawnmower a while back, about 4 years ago. Granduncle just got it and used it, and he's, well, the grass is getting long, I guess I'll wait and they'll mow the lawn tonight. We
Mhm.
got home and it was gone.
Oh. Jeez.
So we're the only ones, I think, it has a fence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We haven't had, one thing though, I guess I don't know if they moved out of our area, the drug use. We haven't had to lock our gate,
Oh yeah.
so we've been leaving it open lately, so that's good. We need more help in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Before things happen, it seems like we have departments here, they don't work on anything until something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so working on the symptoms and not before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad
Oh,
I
yeah. Thank you. Thank you very
had
much.
this visit. Thank you.
Me too. I guess if you have any words for the graduates, kids, adults that are graduating college, or the ones that are graduating high school, if you have any encouraging words or.
Okay. My name is James Hilaire. My traditional name is Pilowius. First thing I would like to say to the graduating students is that I'm very proud of you guys for sticking it out for 12 years. 12 years may seem like a lifetime when you're a young person, but as you grow older, the years will fly by. Here we are, mid-year already in 2014, and it seems as though we just got started. So take my word for it, time is going to fly once you get out of high school. My hope for you would be to take a vocation that will not only benefit yourself, but benefit your people. Believe it or not, your tribal people are also equally as proud as I am of your achievements. And when you do well, we all feel good about it. And when you stumble, make a mistake, we all feel bad about it. Whatever goes on in our community, it affects everyone in the community. Whether it be alcohol, drugs, abuse, whatever, what have you. Everything negative has a rippling effect that goes out and affects others around us. We're not in this world alone. So, and having said that, we are all responsible for our actions. And we must hold ourselves accountable. This is why we encourage young people like yourselves to do well, do your best. We know nobody is perfect in this world. Everybody is subject to mistakes. But if you learn a lesson by making a mistake, then maybe that mistake was worth making. If you learn something by it. I'm not telling you to go out and make a bunch of mistakes and then learn that way. It's far better to be on the positive side of things. Look at everything with knowing that there's good and bad in everything. And try to maintain your balance that way in your life. There has to be some work. It's not all fun and games, especially when we get old enough to be parents. We have to learn how to be responsible parents because we brought that child into this world. Now the child is going to depend on us until the time that the child is able to go out on their own. And that's all a part of the cycle of life. In Indian country, we call it the circle of life. We come into the world, we live our lives by whatever means we can, whatever we learn, and we leave this world the way we came in, with nothing. But the people we leave behind are very important, how we treated them, and especially our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Those are the things that we want to look forward to, our future generations. I hope that, or I wish that each and every one of you had to have the opportunity to go to higher education, to be a benefit to your tribe. Believe it or not, your tribe invested a lot of time, tears, and worry to get you this far. I'm doubly proud of the people that went into the various sports. An opportunity that I never had as a young man. Until I became old enough to pull in a canoe. So, I wish you well in your endeavor, whichever path you choose. I hope you make the right choice. Not by anybody else's standards, but your own. You're the one that has to live your life. So, you want to make that as comfortable as you can. The job market is not too good at this point. So I would urge you to try and go on to if not higher ed, to a vocational trade. That's something that can earn you a living, earn you a decent living after school is over with. There's a lot of areas that young minds can be very helpful in. I can't overemphasize how badly we need our own administrators in our community. How badly we need our own teachers teaching our people, our children. How badly we need doctors taking care of our people, and nurses, and dental assistants, and dentists, and attorneys. Go on and on and on and on. The possibilities are endless, depending on how much time you want to invest in obtaining those skills. And whatever that is, we support you and we love you unconditionally. Thank you very much.
Have to see my teachers ever. Or I could just be a nail polisher.
Oh, that would be awesome too.
They could do either your nails when you come or something. Do my family nails.
Do your family nails? Your special colors? Tell Uncle your name. How old you are.
What's your name?
5.
You're 5?
Say it in Lummi language.
Sketch.
Sketch. And what's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline. Who's your mommy and daddy?
Brandon. Tina. Cream.
Green. What school are you going to go to next year?
English.
What do you like about school?
Twice.
Toys? What are you going to be when you grow up?
A nail polish painter.
Nail polish painter?
Who's the coolest person in the world?
Jazzy.
Jazzy. Is that your sister?
Cousin.
Oh, okay.
Who's your grandma and grandpa?
You.
I'm your great grandma. Your grandma's Colette.
Papa.
And Papa.
I'm done.
All done? You can be done.
Not shy.
Alpha, I am shy.
Said you go shy? No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're a big girl.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
She's not shy.
She's not a girl.
I am shy.
No.
Well, what's your name?
Lexi.
Little Lexi. Who's your mommy and daddy?
Mary and Bill.
Who's your grandma and grandpa? You don't remember?
Grandma.
What's your
Please don't let me do this no more.
what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing at school? Lexi,
What?
what's your favorite thing to do at school?
I play.
You like to play? What school are you gonna go to next year? Skyline?
Hey, that looks like my mom's phone.
When you grow up, what do you want to be? What are you gonna do when you get big?
We're gonna do recess.
You're gonna do recess? Great answer. Who's your best friend? You know?
I don't know.
You have a best friend in your classroom?
I said, I don't know.
Who do you play with every day?
Nobody.
Nobody? What toys do you play with?
What?
What toys do you play with?
Magnets.
Your what?
Magnets.
Oh, your magnets.
Who's the coolest person in the world?
Me.
My mom.
Your mom
My mom and my dad.
and your dad? Good job. You can go back to class now.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
This is Douglas Bob, and I am joined here with
Delroy Grant.
Hello.
I'm from the Office of Head Start in Washington, D.C. I am the program specialist for Lummi Nation Head Start program, and I'm just honored to be here to visit with the program. I've been here from this morning, and I'm going to be touring the facility and visiting with the classrooms and just seeing how the kids are doing. And I can tell you this, the Lummi program is doing well and providing great services for the children to be transitioned into kindergarten. So they're going to be 70 kids graduating this school year, going on to kindergarten, and that's great news for the Office of Head Start. And it shows that Head Start does work, and is providing quality services for the children to be able to excel in kindergarten. For example, I'm in front of a person now who has graduated from Head Start, and he's doing quite well. The Lummi Nation working for them. So this is a true testament that Head Start works. Because like I said, I am standing in front of a young man who's videotaping me, and he's a product of Head Start. So
Thank you.
I thank the Lummi Nation for being there for the community and the families and the children to provide this needed service that the parents accept and love. So I thank you for this time, for interviewing me, and I wish the Lummi Nation much success in his future work with the Head Start community at Lummi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What is your name?
Brandon,
Landon. Who's your mom and dad?
Pilot, and David Musanas.
Right. How old are you?
5.
How many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, good job. Who's your best friend?
All the kids be uni. I'm Teacher Heather.
Teacher Heather's your best friend?
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Have Xbox.
You want to have an Xbox? What are you gonna do though? You gonna be a doctor? You gonna be a firefighter?
I'm gonna be on the basketball team.
You wanna play basketball?
Yes.
Good choice. Who's the coolest person in the world?
On basketball?
Anybody? Who do you think is really cool?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Videotaping?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your favorite thing about school?
What school are you gonna go to next year?
Skyline.
Big school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skyline.
What do you like to do when you're at school?
Make ice cream.
Make ice cream? You guys make ice cream in class?
Yeah. We're gonna make it tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you have a good day. And thank you very much. What's your name?
Jackson.
Jackson and Jackson? Holy smokes.
We teased him. I'm just kidding.
You're Tandy?
Yeah.
Who's your mom and dad, Tandy?
Tim and Lee.
Tim and Lee? What about you, Jackson? Who's your mommy and daddy?
Jackson.
Jackson?
Jackson. Just kidding. There's 3 Jacksons. Just kidding. Your friend Alexis. Say it again.
How old are you guys?
This many?
How many is that? How many is that?
4 and 3.
You're 3?
Just kidding. 4.
Who's your best friend, Tandy?
Jackson.
Jackson's your best friend?
Yeah.
What are you gonna be when you grow up? What are you gonna do?
Kindergarten.
You're gonna do kindergarten all over again when you get older? You don't want to play basketball or go fishing or be a doctor?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor.
You gonna be a
I'm gonna
doctor?
firefighter.
You gonna be a firefighter? Who's the coolest person in the world?
Jackson.
Jackson. What school are you gonna go to next year?
Eagle Ridge.
Eagle Ridge? Is that where your brother goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you like about school? What do you like doing?
What school?
This school.
The dinosaur toys.
Playing with the dinosaur toys? Good job. You can go back. Thank you. Good job.
They even take my picture.
Jackson. I mean Tandy. See?
Jackson,
See, you're on camera.
Jackson, he's giving my picture.
See, look.
Look,
See?
we recorded you.
It's a video.
You're going to be on TV. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes, I did.
And tell us your name again.
Jackson.
Is it really Jackson? And your mommy and daddy? and Alexis? How old are you?
4.
You're 4. Okay. Who's your best friend?
My sister,
Your sister? What's your sister's name?
Rowley.
What are you gonna be when you grow up? When you get big?
My dad.
You gonna be a dad?
Yeah.
How many kids you gonna have?
There's 1.
Okay. Who's the coolest person in the world?
Tanny is.
Tanny is? What school are you gonna go to next year?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? Do you know the name?
Encourage.
Eagle Ridge? And what do you like about school? What's your favorite thing to do when you get to school?
Play with everything.
Play with everything? Good job.
Thank you. You're done. And Dougie's gonna ask you some questions.
Are you graduating this year? Yeah? You gonna go to a big school? Yeah? What's your name? Micaiah? Who's your mom and dad?
Is it Wooger
Oh my goodness.
and Julie?
Ruger and Julie. How old are you? 5? Do you have a best friend here? Madeline? What do you want to be when you grow up? What are you going to do? You going to be a basketball player? Who's the coolest person in the world? Your mom? Huh?
Grandma?
Oh, your grandma? Coolest person in the world? What do you like about school? What do you like to do when you get here? What's your favorite thing? Playing? What do you play with? You got a favorite toy? The magnets? Yeah, that's pretty popular, huh? Good job, Micaiah. What's your name? Danya? Who's your mommy and daddy?
Does this one have milk?
What's that?
Sandra?
What's your mommy and daddy's name? Terry and Garrick. How old are you? You're 7? Holy smokes, you're old. And you're in Head Start? How come you're not in 1st grade? Huh? Oh. Are you really 7? Okay then, I believe you. Oh, you're gonna be 5? Oh. Do you have a best friend? Somebody you like to play with every day? What's their name? Mark? What do you want to be when you grow up? You want to turn 5 when you grow up? You want to turn 9 too? That's a good plan. Who's the coolest person in the world? Who's that?
TJ?
Baby TJ is the coolest person in the world. What school are you going to go to next year? Do you know what the school's name is?
Skyline.
Skyline? And what do you like about school? What do you like to do when you come to school? What's your favorite thing to do when you get here? Just come to school? Is that your favorite thing? Okay. You did a good job.
She does.
What's your name?
Mark,
Mark? Who's your mommy and daddy?
Mom, and Dad.
Mom and dad? Is that their names? What's their names?
Liz and Doug.
How old are you?
5.
Do you have a best friend
Yeah.
at school? Who's your best friend?
Anthony.
Anthony? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Ninja Turtle.
You're going to be a Ninja Turtle when you get big?
Yeah.
Who's the coolest person in the world?
Mommy and Daddy.
Mommy and daddy? Good answer. Do you-
Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi. You want to take a picture after when my mom calls you?
Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Yep.
Which one?
Scott.
What's the name?
Skyline.
You're going to go to Skyline? All right. One more. What's your most favoriteest thing about school? What do you like to do when you get here?
Play with Anthony.
Play with Anthony? All right. Good job.
Okay.
What's your name?
Kingston.
Kingston. Who's your mommy and daddy?
McCall and Casey.
Who's that?
McCall and Casey.
Nicole and Casey.
How old are you?
5.
All right. Who's your best friend?
Aiden.
Avon. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Diver.
You want to be a diver? Who is the coolest person in the world?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's pretty cool, huh? What school are you going to go to next year?
Eagle Ridge.
Eagle Ridge. What's your most favorite thing to do when you get to school? What do you like to do?
Outside.
Play outside? All right.
Cool.
Good job.
That was a good interview, huh?
And what's your name?
Why?
Because I want to put you on TV.
You already know.
I know your name. Your name's Avon.
Pretend he doesn't know.
What's your name?
I already know.
You gotta tell the camera. The camera doesn't know your name.
I do.
No.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
You know. I do.
What is it?
You don't know your mommy's name?
Oh.
Nicole?
Yes.
How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend?
Kingston.
Kingston. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
What? A little midget?
You want to be a little midget when you grow up? Sounds like fun. Who's the coolest person in the world?
You.
Me? Thank you very much. What school are you going to go to next year?
My brother's school.
Do you know what one that is?
Eagle Ridge.
Eagle Ridge? All right. And what's your most favorite thing to do when you get to school?
Play in the gym.
Play in the gym?
What's your name?
You know.
Tell the camera.
You already heard.
You gotta look at the camera and say, my name is
Mommy.
Molly?
Molly. Mr. Molly. Okay.
What's your name?
Trey.
Trey what?
Hey, James.
Trey James? Who's your mommy and daddy?
Man in the shower.
Moon and Michelle? David? Big David? How old are you? 5? Right. Who's your best friend? Do you have a best friend? What's their name?
Robert.
Robert?
There's 2 Roberts.
Is there? So what are you going to be when you grow up?
What?
What are you going to be when you grow up? What do you want to do?
Graduate.
You want to graduate? What are you going to do after you graduate? Where do you want to work?
At my dad's work.
At your dad's work? Alright. Who's the coolest person in the world? Teacher Fuzz? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Yeah.
What's the name?
In the big store.
The big school? What's the name of the big school?
The Lummi store.
Alright. What do you like about school, Trey?
What?
What do you like about school? What's your most favorite thing to do when you get to school?
Walk in my class.
Walk in your class? What do you do after you walk in your class? Do you play? Yeah? Good job. Thank you. Can you tell us your name? Melanie?
Malene.
Malene. Okay.
Loosen up a little.
Who's your mommy and daddy?
Shell.
How old are you?
5.
5. Do you have a best friend here? Who's that? Lakota? Dakota? Okay. Where do you want to work when you grow up? Animal doctor? Be a veterinarian? Good choice. Who's the coolest person in the world? Your dad? Is it your dad? Is that what you said? What school are you going to go to next year?
Eagle Ridge.
Eagle Ridge? And what do you like about school? When you go outside and play?
Don't smile, okay? Don't smile. You better not smile. Don't smile.
Good job.
Okay, you're
What's your name? Ethan? Who's your mommy? What's your mommy's name?
Claudia Plaster.
Claudia.
Oh, Claudia Plaster. How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend?
Junior.
Junior.
Junior? What do you want to be when you grow up? Where do you want to work? Do you want to be a fireman, a fisherman, a cop? You want to be a fireman? Good call. Who is the coolest person in the world? Do you like any superheroes?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Yeah. Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? Do you know the name of the school?
I'm going to Lummi.
Lummi School? And what do you like about school? What's your most favorite thing to do in the morning when you get here?
Play.
Play? You play with the toys?
Eat.
And eat? Alright. Good job.
All right.
What's your name?
This one.
Kodak.
Lakota.
Oh, this is
Lakota.
yours, Junior. You can grab it, okay?
Who's your mom and dad?
Carmen and Lance.
Carmen and Lance.
How old are you?
5.
5. Who's your best friend? Malene? What do you want to be when you grow up? Where do you want to work? Don't know? Haven't decided yet? Well, you got a lot of time to decide. Who's the coolest person in the world? Do you like any princess movies? You watch Cinderella? Cinderella's pretty cool. What do you know what school you're going to next year? No? Don't know the name? What's your most favorite thing to do when you get to school? Do you like to play when you come to school? Do you like to learn? Learn new things? Thank you.
Good job.
What's your name?
Amy.
Who's your mom and dad?
Ramona and Vampire.
Ooh. How old are you?
5.
Who is your best friend?
Latoya.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Cowgirl.
Cowgirl? Alright. Who's the coolest person in the world?
You.
Me? Alright. What school are you going to next year?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? Do you know which one? Don't know the name? Just what do you like about school? What do you like to do when you get to school?
Play.
Play? That's a popular answer today. Good job.
You're done.
What's your name?
Alex.
Alex? Who's your mom and dad?
Becky.
Your mom's name is Becky?
Yeah.
How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend?
Xavier.
Right. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A baseball player.
Baseball player? You gonna play for the Mariners? Who's the coolest person in the world? Who do you think is the coolest person in the world?
My mom.
Your mom? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Summer school.
Summer school? What about after summer school? What school are you going to go to?
1st grade.
First grade? Kindergarten? Do you know the name of the school? No? And what do you like about school?
Playing.
Playing? Alright.
Good job. You're done.
I'm Jose and
Who's your mom and dad?
Jose and Tia.
And your name's Jose.
Uh-huh.
How old are you?
5.
5. Who's your best friend?
Greg.
Greg?
Uh-huh. He's in a different class.
Okay.
Sally's class.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I have a driving license.
You want to have a driver's license, but where do you want to work?
At my mom's work.
At your mom's work? At the clinic?
Uh-huh.
Who's the coolest person in the world?
Greg.
Greg? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
My brother.
Is it Eagle Ridge? Skyline?
Lummi Nation.
Lummi. Oh yeah, Lummi Nation School. And what do you like best about school? What's your most favorite thing at school?
I like making bugs.
You like making bugs? Alright, good job.
You're done.
You can go. Can you tell us your name?
Bailey.
Who's your mom and dad?
Corey and Marlisa.
Corey and Marlisa. How old are you?
4.
Who's your best friend?
Andy.
What are you going to be when you grow up?
Swimmer.
Swimmer? Who's the coolest person in the world?
Band.
What school are you going to next year?
Eagle Ridge.
And what's your favorite thing about school? Ladybugs. Alright. Good job. You want to tell us your name?
Dane.
Dean.
Carter Wilson.
Dean Carter Wilson. Who's your mom and dad?
Danielle.
Don't know?
Danielle.
Oh, Danielle. Your mom's Danielle? All right. How old are you?
5.
Are you 5?
Mhm.
Who's your best friend?
Family.
Bailey? What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Swimming.
You wanna be a swimmer too?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the coolest person in the world?
Family.
Bailey?
Yeah.
Do you know what school you're going to next year?
To my brother X.
Brother Ike's school, is that Lummi?
Yep.
Do you go to Lummi school?
Yeah.
And what's your most favorite thing to do at school?
Art.
You like to do art? Do you draw and paint?
Yeah.
Did you make any of those behind you?
No.
No? Okay. Well, good job. Hello. What's your name?
Cordelia.
Who's your mom and dad?
Bobby.
Buddy, what's your mom's name? Cordelia. Are you little Cordelia? You just stand over there so I can see you. How old are you?
5.
Do you have a best friend?
Yeah.
What's their name?
Justine.
What are you going to be when you grow up? Don't know. Where do you want to work? Don't know. Want to be a doctor? Want to be a firefighter? Firewoman?
No.
No? Who's the coolest person in the world? Who do you think is really cool? Don't know? What school are you going to go to next year?
Lummi.
Lummi school?
Big school.
And what's your most favorite thing to do at school? You like painting? All right. Good job. Right. What's your name?
Justina.
Justina? Who's your mom and dad?
My mom's name is Christina, and my dad's name is Jason.
How old are you?
I'm 5.
Who's your best friend?
Cordelia.
Cordelia, the one that was just up here?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a doctor.
You wanna be a doctor? Good choice. Who's the coolest person in the world? Who do you think?
Dane.
Dane? He's pretty cool, huh? What school are you gonna go to next year?
I don't know.
Don't know yet?
Big school.
The big school?
No, a little school.
You gonna go to little school?
It's kind of big, but it's kind of little.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this big.
Oh, it's not very big.
These things are going to the big school.
What's your most favorite thing to do in school?
I like to paint like a deer.
You like to paint also? Okay. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Heaven.
Heaven. Who's your mom and dad?
Teresa and Joseph.
Teresa and Joseph. How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend? Can be anybody.
Cordelia.
Who's that?
Cordelia.
Cordelia?
Yeah.
All right.
Lutie.
What are you gonna be when you grow up? Anybody you want to be like?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna be like?
A star.
You gonna be a star when you grow up? Who's the coolest person in the world that you think?
My brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. He's a new man, but not really.
Is he 3?
No, he just got 3 clothes.
Oh, 3 clothes? Okay. Do you know what school you're going to next year?
No.
No, I don't know the name of the school. It's going to be a big school though, huh? And what's your most favorite thing to do at school?
Color?
Color? You want to pose for the camera? Want to pose for the camera? Go ahead.
Ow.
No? See, you're always taking pictures on Facebook. Good job.
Now you guys can switch spots. Charles.
You ready? Okay. What's your name?
Mabel?
Mabel? How old are you?
Boy?
Do you have a best friend?
Mm-hmm.
What's your best friend's name?
Christina.
Justina? What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Biscuit.
You gonna be a big girl?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you gonna work at?
When I turn into a mom, I will work at my mom.
You wanna work where your mom works? Who do you think is the coolest person in the world?
My brother and sister.
Brother and sister? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
My brothers and sisters.
Your brother and sister school? Do you know what the name is?
Davy and Cameron.
The name of the school.
Kindergarten.
Is it Lummi School?
Kindergarten.
Oh, kindergarten.
Okay. And what's your most favorite thing about school?
Playing with my friends.
Playing with your friends? I like that too.
Can you smile for the camera?
Cheese.
Okay.
Good job.
Good job. Sunshine, your turn.
What's your name?
Amaya.
Who's your mom and dad?
Sunshine and Alec.
How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend?
Mabel.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Big girl.
Big girl? Where are you going to work at?
Kindergarten.
You going to work at a kindergarten?
You gonna be a teacher?
Who's the coolest person in the world?
Mom and Dad.
Mom and dad. What school are you going to next year?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? Do you know what the name is of the school? No? And what's your most favorite thing to do at school?
Playing on the water table.
At the water table?
Can you smile for the camera? Good job.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Who's your mom and dad?
Marie and Floyd.
Who is your best friend?
Abby.
How old are you?
4.
What are you going to be when you grow up? You know? Where do you want to work?
With my mom.
You want to work with your mom? Who's the coolest person in the world?
Abby.
Abby? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Ferndale.
Ferndale School? And what's your most favorite thing to do at school?
Play Legos.
Play with Legos? Okay.
Can you smile real big? Don't smile. How do you spell your name?
S4. I don't know what the other ones are.
Okay.
Okay. Good job.
You ready?
Want to tell us your name?
My name is Joseph.
What's that?
Joseph.
Joseph? What's your mom and dad's name?
My mom's Melissa.
How old are you? How many's that?
5.
All right. Do you have a best friend?
Yeah.
What's their name?
Jose.
Jose? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Uh,
I don't know. Where do you want to work?
same place as my dad.
Same place as your dad? Who's the coolest person in the world?
Jose.
Jose? Do you know what school you're going to next year? Do you know the name?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? You gonna go to Lummi or Ferndale? What's your most favorite thing to do at school? What's your favorite toy?
Magnets.
Magnets? Like to play with the magnets?
Can you smile really big? For the camera. How do you spell your name?
Good job, Jojo.
Okay.
You ready? And tell us your name.
Sounds like they're stealing my idea that I did back there.
What's your name?
How old are you?
5.
Who's your best friend?
Children calling me Lindy.
Alright. What do you want to be when you grow up?
6.
You want to be 6? What are you gonna work at?
Be cool.
You're gonna work at being cool?
No, I have my shirts are cool.
Your shirts are cool? Who's the coolest person in the world?
Dana.
Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
I don't know. Big school. Big cool.
Big school?
Uh-huh.
Is it Ferndale or Lummi School?
The eagle. A big eagle.
Eagle Ridge?
Yeah, eagle.
And what's your most favorite thing to do at school?
Good. The bunny. And rabbit. Bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit?
Okay.
Can you smile for the camera?
And she's
Smile really big.
pretty. Huh?
Smile really big. Okay, you're done. Who's next? You wanna go, Claire? Yeah? Go ahead, stand over there.
Alright. What's your name?
Claire.
Who's your mom and dad?
Justin. That's my dad.
What's your mom's name?
Sarah.
How old are you?
4.
Who's your best friend?
Cordelia.
Smile.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know.
Don't know? You don't know where you want to work? You can be whatever you want when you get bigger.
I'm going to go to the language. I'm going to kindergarten.
You just want to go to kindergarten? What's your most favorite thing to do at school? Reading?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Well, thank you.
Can you smile real big?
Alright. What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan? You know your mom's name?
Nathan.
Do you know your dad's name? Raylan and Nathan? Alright. Are you little Nate? Alright.
I'm my dad's son.
Yeah. How old are you?
5.
5. Who's your best friend?
My sister.
Your sister? What's her name?
My sister called me brother.
Oh.
I'm the brother.
You're not allowed in there, Robert.
So Anthony told me baby name.
Yeah. Baby Nate?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
Oh. What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Going to Ferndale.
You gonna go to Ferndale? Where are you gonna work at?
with my daddy.
You're gonna work with your daddy? Who's the coolest person in the world?
My dad.
Your dad? Do you know what school you're going to next year?
Casino.
The casino school? Holy smokes.
With my dad's work.
Yeah. And what's your most favorite thing about school? What do you like to do at school?
Play some games.
Playing games?
Had games. A whole bunch of games.
Yeah, there's lots of games in there, huh?
Yeah.
Smile real big.
Thank you.
And now for some events that are going on in the Lummi Nation. Today, Thursday the 5th, there will be a free pet vaccination clinic visitation at Mackenzie from 3 to 5 p.m. Also on Thursday, the Lummi Nation School will have their graduation ceremony. Tomorrow, Friday the 6th, the Early Learning Center will be hosting their year-end celebration at the Wesleyan at 2 p.m. Also on Friday, Bellingham High School will have their graduation ceremony at the Bellingham High School at 7 p.m. On Saturday the 7th, Ferndale High School will have their graduation ceremony at Civic Stadium from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also on Saturday, Seaholm High School will have their graduation ceremony at the Western Washington University's Carver Gym at 3 p.m. More on Saturday, Squalicum High School will have their graduation ceremony inside the Squalicum High School gym at 11 a.m. Additionally, on Saturday, there will be a prom 5K walk/run starting at the Northwest Indian College at noon. And those are your events that are going on in the Lummi Nation. Thanks again for tuning into Lummi Nation News. Don't forget to be a friend to us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/LummiCommunications. I've been Henry Hilaire. Aishka.